Well, I am excited because the mailman finally came and brought my new perfumery ingredients, which means that I finally get to make the perfume that has been obsessing me ever since I got back from the Grand Canyon. You see, I went to the Grand Canyon with my husband and his brother, and I got to see these huge, ancient cedar trees. And they're juniper cedars. They're over 2,000 years old, and they smelled so damn good. And so I started thinking, what if I made a cedar soliflore on nothing but juniper and cedar adjacent ingredients? And I already had most of the natural ingredients, but here are some of the cedar inspired ingredients. This is cedral methyl ether. This is better known as cedramber. This is a synthetic amber that I'm going to be using in today's project. Then this is juniper lactone, better known as dihydroembretolide, which is a macrocyclic musk that I will be hopefully using in today's exploits, along with methylcedral ketone, which is Vertifix. And methylcedral ketone and methylcedral ether are closely related molecules of cedrol, which is the active ingredient in cedarwood that makes cedarwood smell dry. And together, this makes a powerful synthetic amber to go underneath our cedar soliflore. Now let's see how it looks as I blend it. So I'd like to thank my sponsor, Kelvin Clark, for deciding to sponsor this video. He's going to be getting a 50 ml of this product along with me, and we're going to try it out together because he was kind enough to sponsor me on some of these synthetic materials. So we're going to start with 4 grams of juniper berry. That's 1 3/4. 2 1/2, 3 grams, 3 1/2, 3.95, 4. Exactly 4 grams of juniper berry. Juniper branch. How much juniper branch? 2 1/2 grams of juniper branch. 0.5, 1, 1.4, 1.6, 1.9, 2, 2.4, 2.5. Okay. Now cedar leaf. Now, the juniper cedars at the Grand Canyon have this gorgeous absinthe-like smell to their leaves. And what that is thujon. So I'm using Thuja orientalis, which is western red cedar, to emulate that thujonic quality. Okay, that's 1/2 gram. That's 1 gram. That's 1 1/2. It's 2.2. And that is 2 1/2. So by putting 2 1/2 grams of cedar leaf in with the juniper leaf, I get this very nice sense of having this complete juniper accord going on. so that when I add my cedar wood Texas at the bottom here, that cedar wood has somewhere to go. Okay, add 4.5 grams. That's one. One more. .5 grams of natural fragrance in this. Now we get to the somewhat less natural things. Okay, we're going to start out with cade oil. And cade oil, you got to be really careful with this stuff because it is insanely strong. Cade oil is a smoke chemical, and smoke chemicals are just very strong in general. But like, this is already at a 1% dilution, and this will probably be more than a lifetime supply of cade oil for me, because cade is a very, very strong material. And all this to get two drops. And that is all the cade this formula requires. Some materials are just very, very strong and will ruin your mix if you do not use them correctly. Thinking of cade, now we have another one of these very finicky light materials. I need .1 of a gram. Now, move on. Some of our specialty ingredients here. Okay. Methyl cedral ketone needs 1.6 grams. Half. This is the first time I have ever used either Cedar or Vertifix, so we'll see whether these materials are what they're all supposed to be. but I can smell it coming off the thing right now. And these are at least all juniper inspired materials, because juniper cedars are the cedarwood Virginia that inspires cedar amber and vertifix and the other cedral derivatives. So without that kind of cedar, there really wouldn't be a cedar amber. Okay, 15.6 and 0.8. $16.4. Now, when I get back from Tahoe, once I get back from Tahoe, I will use my newly acquired get my pipette through this. We will see how this goes, because I have never used synthetic musks together with cedar materials before, and this Evernool most definitely does not want to dissolve in pure essential oil. But tear. And we'll put this away to macerate, and by the time of the blue moon, I should be able to mix it and make two 50 ml bottles of Juniperus out of it. Until then, stay tuned to Perfumery Log for all sorts of more adventures in making your own perfumes, essential oils, candles, and such at home with the power of essential oils.